Alright, so welcome everyone to the lesson 09. And before we proceed, I would like to show you with the play blast that we created in the previous section. This is basically the render, or you can say from the previous lesson, what we recall. But I have just cranked up the resolution to 125, I guess, with the base resolution. And now you could see it's pretty much, pretty much low because our our final result will going to be somewhere around 200 as with the base resolution, and the X and the Z grids will probably go around 450, with the Y grids something near around the 350. All right, and let's just take a look at the Play Blast. It's pretty good. You could see that the overall blending of the colors are pretty much really very bright because it's during the time of the impact, and as it just slows down, the colors are now being getting back to the color of the dust, So this is very, very important, and the thing which you need to observe here is also the beginning section of the explosion is pretty fast, and as it proceeds upwards, you could notice that the reaction speed is being getting slow because we have keyed down the simulation rate scales. All right, so this is the very important section inside the overall explosions. So we're going to close that up. Now, as far as the renderings are concerned, um, we need to create some intelligent paths for our rendering. Let me just gonna roll it back. And just for the sake of the convenience for the demonstration, I'm gonna get it back to the 80 or let's say 75, which we're discussing previously. Um, the case here is that, if I just start playing the timeline, you could see that the reaction is now just started taking place, and it's now calculating and it's now supporting two colors. The first one is the category of the color over here. I'm just gonna pause that up for a while. Okay, so in this case you could see that the overall color is there. Okay, no problem. Now what we could do to support that, we can just bring that thing down to completely black. Okay, so with this, there isn't any diffuse coming in the overall rendering. So what it's gonna do for us, it's gonna catch up with the values of the incandescence. So that will really gonna help us in increasing the impact. And you could do one more thing, possibly you can just kill this section and could bring this black color over here exactly at the position of that brown color entry list. So with these two renderings set up, you are very, very comfortable in calculating the different color zones while you are comping your stuff inside the Nuke, Fusion, or After Effects. What I did in my case was that because I previously calculated the the color along with the incandescence, and then later on I created another pass in which I bring that down to completely black. So that would just gonna give me another controls and very 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 useful controls to uh you know overall tweak the reactions and all. You may all could go for the RGB passes and all. That's also very very important. Okay, and I think so that's just overall for this lesson. We have now achieved very comfortably the ground dust explosion first sections, and we will be, oh, I just need to put that into point one only, and just bring that up again back. All right, so these are the following changes that we made. Just gonna go through again with all the settings. I'm gonna save this file for 09 lesson for all of you, and you can just start picking up. You may could also start practicing at the resolution of 125. Don't just crank up to directly to the 200. Just take some few steps to uh, take a control of each and everything, and then if you're completely finalized, you're satisfied, then you should go for a resolution of 200 or maybe 250. All right. So that is just for all, and We are now going back to the next lesson where we're going to start working upon the ground dust. All right. So see you there.